Hello students, this is the Artist in You group project rubric. I would like to start out by talking about the first category called Research Doc/Consensus Doc. We're going to go over to the qualified category, and this is where we're going to start because this category will earn you a solid B. These are the expectations for the project. Anything less is falling a little bit short. Anything more is beyond expectations. To get qualified in the Research Doc/Consensus Doc category, you are going to have to research the artists, and you are going to have to state biographical facts. You are going to have to critique 3 artists' work, and 3 of the group members are going to need a comment. A consensus needs to be reached. Therefore, if you see that one of your team members are not commenting, you need to send them a friendly reminder to please comment on the consensus document. And you need to put your perspectives aside for a while and come up with a unanimous agreement about the styles, methods, techniques, and your favorite artists collaboratively as a team. Let's talk about appearance of online gallery. Your online gallery that you make in Picasa needs to have 20 pieces of art, and these pieces need to demonstrate your knowledge of the masters, and you need to make the art that keeps within this knowledge and demonstrates it. You also need to reflect in your pieces an aesthetic appeal or organization. Aesthetic means pleasing to the eye. You put thought into it. There's not a lot of glue or mess or erasing. It's thought out, it's organized. It looks very nice to the viewer. That's what you need to go for. The next category is called presentations and professionalism. To be qualified in this category, you need to write a script about the art and your chosen artists and their style, methods, and techniques. You are going to read this speech on opening night. Now, if you really have a fear of public speaking, there's a video on the check-in page that you can play and practice. But if you have a very, very strong fear, you can come to me and we can talk about doing a Go Animate, which is an animated character that can speak for you. But this is only going to be in special circumstances and you need to talk to me. But I do want you to preferably do an oral speech. The next category is called Online Gallery Art Descriptions. In your Picasa web album, you need to comment on each one and you need to put a map location. When you embed your Picasa gallery into your Google site and play it as a slideshow, the comments will pop up and it's going to be a really cool effect. Now remember, in order to make your goal of making an online museum in a Google site, everybody's got to play its role. The photographer needs to take pictures of the art, organize them in a Picasa web album, and embed the album into a site that plays as a slideshow. The videographer is going to take the pictures from Picasa. A really cool trick that I just learned is that when you're making your Animoto video, you can click upload and click on your Picasa album, instead of loading the pictures one by one, if you have 25 pictures in a Picasa gallery, you can click one button and they upload all at once. Really cool feature. And you are going to embed your Animoto video in the introduction to create excitement and a buzz. Now, the curator is in charge pretty much of overseeing the entire site, making sure that the photographer embeds the Picasa web album, making sure that the videographer does their video and embeds that on the intro, and you're responsible for getting the photojournalist to do all of the writing in the about page. And as curator, you are also responsible for the credits, because ultimately the copyright will fall on a curator in real life. So I want you to think about all of these things when making your project, but remember, keep it simple. Research your art. Record your findings on the Google Doc. Collaboratively as a team. Reach a consensus. Photograph the art. Get the art in Picasa. Get the art in Animoto. Put it all together. Make your script. Make sure that there are descriptions of the art. And then in this category, reflection on WordPress blog. This is where you act as an art critic. Let's read this. To get 4 points, a reasonable blog post that reflects on what you learned in your area of expertise and from the other artists and from the overall experience. So you are going to be reflecting in the classroom blog, and this is where you will act as an art critic. Now, I gave a tip to the one rule, the one that's right. I told you if you want to come to opening night as an art historian, you can take the Google Doc that is in the assessment page and you can just record your notes electronically right on the form from a smartphone, an iPhone, or from a tablet. So these are just some extra little tips. And remember, I'm only an email away at laura.hackett@laverne.edu. LAURA period HACKETT @LAVERNE.edu. Thank you so much, and I know that after listening to this presentation and taking the rubric seriously, that you are going to get a really wonderful grade. I wouldn't even be surprised if you end up in the exemplary category. Take care.